We used to say in our tradition, for example, if something appears in your lifetime that you like, you see something that you like, or you hear something that you like, so something comes there into your lifetime and you like it, then we say, don't pull. Don't pull. If something appears in your lifetime that you don't like, that means that you would normally reject. There we say, don't push. And where does it come from? And in this example, it means if I start to pull it towards me. So I like it. That's why I want to keep it as good as I can, and I want to bring it even closer to me than it really is. Then what is going to happen is one day, when the time comes, whatever you try to pull towards you, it's simply going to move even away from you. At the same time, something comes and you rejected it right from the beginning. It's just a question of time until whatever you push away from you starts to move very close to you.
Does anyone else find it strange that to be real, you have to wait for this unexpected notification to pop up on your phone to tell you that it's time to be real, which inherently takes you out of the moment that you are actually being real in, to focus on capturing that moment to then
You know, a lot of people call me, they want to call me crazy. It's like running a marathon. If I got some shorts on and a tank top and I'm sweating hard as hell, running down a street, running the wrong way down a freeway, then you're gonna say that person is crazy. But if 100 other people do it with me, then it's a marathon.
That's a good way to put it.
Killed that.
Yeah.
Killed that.
Yeah.
You pray, you are trying to cast a spell. You want those words to go out and manifest a change in your reality. I'm not begging and hoping and wishing. I'm not doing that because that's low frequency. Get excited and say, I command this to happen. Your frequency is going to shift into a high power, high energy frequency. That's when, and only then, can you truly manifest the true future that you truly desire.
Intentionally act like the person you want to become. Because when you intentionally act like the person you want to become, your brain sees you taking those actions, so your brain starts to change the way it relates to you. When your brain sees you high-fiving yourself in the mirror, it starts to go, oh, wait a minute. Steven loves himself. Steven's cheering for himself. We don't beat Steven up.
Never heard of her. Am I supposed to care?
What song are you listening to?
I'm not listening to any music right now.
That's a weird song name.
I know, it really is.
Who's it by?
The voice is in my head.
Whether you want to give the credit to God or to the universe, when life sends you somebody that's truly special, you owe it not only to them and yourself, but to the forces at play to love, cherish, and appreciate that person. It's not enough to treat people how you would like to be treated, but we should treat them how they deserve to be treated. Gratitude is everything. Fruit for thought.
Things you own end up owning you.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. busy living. You get busy dying.
Ow! Jeez, what was that for? It doesn't matter. It's in the past. Yeah, but it still hurts. Oh, yes, the past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
Every single good thing that happens in our lives, everything, comes at a cost. There's nothing for free. Somebody with an incredible career has no relationship with their kids, right? Everything comes at a cost. But at the same time, everything we struggle with has opportunity and lesson that goes with it. It's always balanced. And so whenever anybody tells me this great thing, I'm always like, yeah, but at what cost? And was the cost worth it? Sometimes the answer is yes, and sometimes the answer is no. And when something horrible happens in someone's life or something goes sideways, I always ask, but what did you learn? I mean, my career, and yours is the same. The whole golden circle and the concept of why came out of losing my passion and hating work. I went through depression. I never want to go through that again, but I'm really glad it happened because look at what it's given me an entirely new life view.
If you think about it, when you feel stupid, it's actually because you got smarter.
Do people in heaven know that hell exists? And do people in hell know that heaven exists? It's a philosophical theological quandary that's presented by Augustine, but that I actually also found repeated in the new Neil Gaiman Sandman adaptation. A certain point at which Morpheus says, what power would hell have if those imprisoned there couldn't dream of heaven? It's a beautiful line, right? The idea that being trapped in hell, part of your punishment is an awareness of what you're missing out on. But vice versa, Augustine raises the much darker question, which is, what if part of the enjoyment of living in heaven is precisely that you know that other people are suffering in hell? This is what Lacan would call surplus enjoyment. It's not enough to just be in heaven, it's also the knowledge that other people aren't, which of course is related to living in a capitalist consumer society. What if part of our enjoyment is our very shame that others don't have it as good as us? That's the Sandman.
You think I wanted to go to the gym today? No, I did not fucking feel like it. 50% of the time, I don't feel like doing anything, but I don't rely on my feelings of motivation to do things because that's a feeling and it comes and goes. I rely on who I want to be on this day, in this lifetime. What would she do? Would she snooze the alarm? I don't think so. Would I snooze the alarm? Yeah. So I don't ask myself if I want to do it, because the answer's no. I ask myself if my future self wants me to do it. And then I do it for her. Because if I listen to me, all I'm gonna do is recreate the same reality that I'm already in. Do you see what happens? If I make decisions from this place, I just continue to recreate this moment. So from this place, where I am right now, I have to ask that person over there, what are we doing today, bitch? What are we doing? And she's like, you're going. And I'm like, okay. And then I start to move this way towards my desired reality.